Do you live in Huntsville? Then this video is probably for you. For those of you in Huntsville that are new here, hi, my name's Roxy Whitney. I'm the youngest real estate broker in Alabama and also proud mother of 2 tiny children. Hence why I film the market update in the morning after my workout. I hope my nappy can bring your happy updates, but let's get into it. The first little interesting bit of information, interest rates are still pretty much holding around the same. They went up 0.01 yesterday, and as of this morning, nationally we're sitting at 6.29. Of course, FHA and VA are going to be lower. Something that's been thrown around a lot recently is the government issuing a housing emergency. This is the first time ever that they've actually considered using a housing emergency. And before you think, no, it had nothing to do with the increase in property purchase prices that has been going on in the overall appreciation of homes. That is not what they're viewing as making housing unaffordable. They're looking at the monthly payment that someone is going to have to pay. So in turn, looking at this, they're looking at having a 40-year mortgage instead of a 30-year mortgage, spreading that period of payment out over 40 years instead of 30 to make the payments lower, but you are going to be paying more interest over the life of the loan because it is a longer period. So definitely kind of want to look at both options before you would go into something like that. And that is just what's being talked about in the news right now. And I highly recommend this YouTube video if you are curious. And as far as why the government is so invested in housing, it actually makes up 18% of the overall GDP. So it is a large chunk of our economy, hence why they want to give it a little push. The next thing I want to highlight are some events that are happening today over in Huntsville. And before I show you those, I want to show you this website that has a list of all of these fabulous events throughout the week down by the day. So if you need a little inspiration, definitely check it out. Field Day is a new company that just opened in Huntsville at the end of August, and they are starting free movie night on Wednesdays, and they're having one today. Also want to point out that they're having cocktails at the View, highly recommend, and that there is a Trash Panda game coming up. Also, just a reminder, Bold Key Realty is starting its Bold Impact Momentum, and that's happening once every month. We're doing a social outreach project with all of the agents in the company, and it's also available to the local community and any of our clients. So if anybody's looking for an opportunity to volunteer this month, I highly recommend reaching out to the soup kitchen that we're going to be at over on the 16th. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you for joining me for Market in the Mornings. Remember to be active.